Welcome to Yerba Talks.
Welcome! Today we have something special. I am Max. This is Kat. And we have Flatzoid destruction coming up. Apparently no. Flatzoid cannot take a joke and had to stoop low, very low. Well, I mean, he's already very close to the floor, but you know what I mean. So let's just destroy him more than he already has by literally everyone else in the world. All right. Before we do that, make sure to do the social thing is like, share, subscribe, send this to a friend, send this to your significant other, go to the corner, yes, the corner of your street, and yell, subscribe to Yerba Talks. And that way we can share the love for the channel. No cat attack today, so fingers crossed that he doesn't rage out on me. Debatable. This live stream starting at 2 a.m. in the morning for me. Why? I'm so sorry. It's that I finish work right now with the US having gone out of daylight save time. We are at 2-hour difference. So right now for me it's 10 p.m. I finish work at 6 p.m. Eastern, and I'm going out for a walk and so on. And then that's why I've been starting at around 8 or 9 so that I get to do those other things. And yeah. All right. So I said yesterday that I wasn't going to actually cover the full video, but Flatzoid decided to be a little skeevy little cunt. So, I mean, we have to do that. Before we get into it, we have a message from one of our correspondents. We're getting there. So I'm going to squeeze this clip out while we still can.
And I still don't have a freaking 1,000 subscribers.
Thank you so much for that, Arwen. All right. So, let's get it on. So this started as a little banter on Facebook. On Discord. I kind of mocked Flatzoid over something he said. Basically, he made a short attacking Banjo, which I don't really care about, but it was about interpretation of the Bible and how this guy Banjo doesn't follow Flatzoid's derpy interpretation. So he attacked him, and I was like, but that's the same thing that you do, Flatzoid. And then I throw in a little jab about crying while wanking. So you can't really see this. Shit. All right, hold on. I'll do it another way. Boom, boom, boom. I'll do it here, and I'll read it. FTFE sent me a message. Wankygate? Yes, Wankygate. All right, let me go back. There we go. Okay. I'll put it here so I can read. And if you are interested, it's on the Before the Horizon Discord server. I don't have permission to invite people. Never mind. But okay. So Flatzoid share this short, the Face the Truth, Eddie, for Eddie Banjo. And I was like, hey, Wankzoid, that's what you do, call non-Christians because they don't follow your derp. This is here. Oh, and cry over a wank. And I mean, he should have taken the L, said, haha, yada, yada. That would have been over. But no. Praying for you, you are lost, you need Jesus. And that's not something you really want to tell me. I need nothing. I don't cry when I jerk off. How traumatized are you that you had to make a video over a wank crying on the internet? You're broken, and that's hilarious. As stated, you are lost. You will stand before God one day. Just know that you cannot rely on anyone when that day comes. You will also think back to the times you were warned to turn away from your wicked ways and accept Jesus as your Lord and Savior. I do pray for you, Max. Like, number one, keep me out of your fantasies. And number two, nice fairy tale, God doesn't exist. Oh, I can tell you for a fact he does, says Flatzoid. Yeah, because you heard a voice, you heard God's voice while jacking it? Nope. Did I say anything about jacking off or looking at filth porn? It's like, dude, you did a video crying about it. You are lying now. Show me where I stated I was jacking off. I will wait. If you didn't jerk off, you cried over watching porn, which makes this thing even lamer. I don't care which. As a grown man, sobbing on the internet over some boobs or masturbation is the same to me, which it is. I mean, actually, if he was only watching porn, that would just be worse for me. So you can't help yourself, can you? You just lied about me. I'm proud of it. I didn't lie. That's what everyone understood from your video. Was it your intention or it happened by accident? A little callback to the Reds debate. You just said I cried about jacking off. That's a lie. Max, you need to stop your BS. Very immature and frankly pathetic. That's what we all understood. Maybe communicate better, cry boy. And then I said immature is crying on the internet over watching some porn and rubbing one out. Oh, I'm being a flat earther. What I stated was perfectly clear. Maybe you should just accept your lies about what I said. You know, that's what honest people do. You have no honest bone in your freaking body, Flatzoid. Remember the 11 frames? To me, it's clear. You jerked off and cried. Nah, I was crying because of the guilt, of the shame and guilt. It's called having a conscience. Oof. Means your religion, this is me talking now, means your religion has poisoned your mind so much that you're a weakling and a broken little man. Max, would you say you're an honest man? I am, yes. And yet you just got caught lying and proud of it. Is that considered honest? I didn't lie. I'm relaying what I understood, which is not lying. Why don't you clarify? Why did you cry? Shame over what? Jerking off or watching porn? And then posted a screenshot, said, there, lying, well done, and now doubling down on it, so make my case more. Okay. Answer the question. And here is where I actually had to make the decision of destroying this little fucker. Anyway, Max, God will deal with you. Remember, you're a hypocrite, as you were ashamed of Ocean, yet you have the same morals as him. Consider that next time you want to judge others. Oh, you want to play? Okay. I told them I left the channel as soon as I found out. Try again. I'm not judging you. I'm crying at your weak ass crying over I'm laughing, sorry, at your weak ass crying over a wank or watching porn. Same thing to me. Roger came in and said, I'm sorry, what? Ocean is a convicted person. I had nothing to do with that. And I didn't get the answer on the first question. So now I ask, someone I consider my friend did something horrible. You know what I didn't do? Cry about it, bitch boy. And the only reason you know about it is because I told the story out in the open. So what did I do wrong? And I didn't get an answer to that question. Child abuser, so sad. You guys need help. Praying for you. And some Icy Spin jumped in. It's weird that you would bring him up as some kind of argument. I told him pray for some lube, Wankzoid, and so on. So now that we got that out of the way, we are going to show the video. There we go. This is where it starts. Making like he's really putting in the effort to get those tears out. Fucking loser.
Hey everyone, I think we are live right now. It's good to be here. I just want to say, really appreciate everybody coming in. This is
We have CJ. Hey, CJ, I saw your video. That is just amazing, dude. Keep up. I loved it. Dan says it's not just shame, but so much shame that he considered pulling a Judas. It makes me think more than just a wank. Yeah, I'm trying to be charitable, and I'm not going to harp on that. I just don't believe him because I've had personal experience. As I said yesterday, one of my cousins actually did do that, and I do understand that it's a hard thing. I just don't believe that he. People that are going through that don't go on the internet to cry about it, because there won't be no difference. Like you will get a couple of messages of encouragement, and someone said we'll send you money. Like money won't fix that. It's not a situation that can be fixed with money. So yeah, it's a little bit of a disgrace. So I'm going to overlook that. I'm going to focus on the crying and the wanking.
not really a planned stream though. Just thought because I am home alone today and not going to church and things, maybe we can do some, talk about some very important things, Bible study and scripture and things. And I do hope you are all doing well. And I hope this message does fall on the right people's ears, because it is very serious.
Very serious, guys.
And I have something I need to say.
Peter says, how old is this video? Not old at all. 1 second. 1 day ago.
That's really something happened yesterday that it's only by the grace of God that I'm really here.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me. Okay. I've been praying before we started for God to give me the right words to say what I need to say.
Mm-hmm.
But we have to say things, and we have to let everybody know that everybody falls short. Everybody does things.
Everybody does things. I wonder what he did.
Sometimes that they're not proud of. They're not perfect. I'm definitely one of those things. I try my hardest to be as upright and standard as I can and open.
Yeah, he'll be open without like actually saying what the fuck is happening, just like with it.
And that's why I need to say what I'm going to say now.
Third Ender of Reality makes a great point here. Whatever the truth is, I imagine it's all going to come out on the internet at some point. This is not guilt. This is preemptive damage control. I see your point here. I hadn't thought of that actually.
God kind of ripped me apart yesterday while I was at home alone.
God ripped me apart. that wasn't God, Flatzoid. That was you. That was all you.
I felt I needed to confess something to my wife. And anyway,
a lot of you have sent this same message. Wait, if he was having such a crisis of consciousness, why didn't he go to church? He didn't go because his wife isn't there. Does she wear the pious pants in the family? Yeah, or a therapist, or anywhere but just going and crying on the internet. This seems very odd. Very odd.
if nobody knows me, a long time ago, I used to struggle with a few things. Anger being one of them was actually quite a big thing. When I met my wife, I used to be into some things I can say I'm not very proud of, like most men probably, pornography and looking towards.
I mean, it's not that big of a deal, my guy. The problem is that you want to parade yourself as this beacon of rectitude. It's not that big of a deal, my guy. It's just not. Jack Feather for $4.99 says, "Sup, people? Sorry I'm late. I was saluting the little general, beating the one-eyed trouser snake, having hand-to-gland chat. No, hand-to-gland combat. What did I miss? We're just getting started." Yeah, choking the goose.
Things like that for comfort.
I mean, okay, let's take that he wasn't jacking it, right? And now that he said that people turn to porn for comfort, like, is he saying that he watches porn just like we would watch a series, a sitcom, whatever? That is just worse. That's just worse to me. I mean, if you watch porn to jack it and then you go about your day, not that big of a deal. I think that's one of the most normal things that people do, both men and women. But this is just odd.
Anyway, what happened is
no, I don't think so. Stanley Antool, sorry, 2647. Unfortunately, he's saying his wife doesn't satisfy him. It doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be that. Sometimes it's like a you moment. It's not necessarily that. It could be that I don't know. You were just bored and had a wank. Just that's it. It could be nothing having to do with partners or anything like that.
a long time ago. I felt, I got delivered from it and everything, and I fell into the same trap.
I fell into the same trap. Yes, I opened a private window on my browser, went to YouPorn, and selected a video and clicked on it and hit play. Yes, I fell into a trap. It was an accident, just like you removed the 11 frames, right, Flatzoid? It wasn't your intention to do that. It just happened. Okay.
For comfort in those things. And it was buried deep inside me, kind of thing. What people don't realize is those things being hidden deep in the chamber of your heart will eventually come to light.
Yeah, and in the normal world, it's not a big deal. In the normal world, it's not a it's not a problem. I don't know. I've had many partners over the years. I don't know a single one that would like get mad over me jacking it. I have no freaking idea what his problem is. Like, why is he so? And this is one of the reasons why I severely dislike religion. Someone getting like completely wrecked as a person just because he either watched porn or jerked off. It's not it's not it's not a big deal. I'm sorry, I can't forget. I can't avoid laughing at this shit.
It also causes some other things, you know.
Like chafing?
How can you say manifestations of things? But yeah, I fell into that trap.
Yes.
Somehow.
Accident. It wasn't his intention. He fell. Peter says, even if we granted that he's being honest here and has no ulterior motive, which I don't grant, this is stuff a Christian guy should be dealing with within the first like year or two of converting. Yeah, and I mean, honestly, I know that there are there are some biblical verses about not wasting the seed and so on, but I mean, is it that big of a deal so that someone would like literally cry on the internet? I have no idea. The third ender of reality says, I think it's probably less about watching and more about whatever the type he was watching. Might be, yes. This thinks of inside shame and regression about something inside.
Oh.
Yeah, but how do you deal with that? With therapy, you go to the psychologist, you talk about it with a professional.
Lusting after those things a long time ago. And
blasting off to those things. We heard it. I downloaded the video. I'm not watching it from his website, from his YouTube. But but he just said blasting off to those things. So that's, I mean, and I'm not an isolated case. I wasn't the only one that understood the same thing. That's my point. And then when I asked him directly, he refused to answer. So here we are.
Obviously, me and my wife had to work through it again and everything, and we did, which was really awesome. And while life goes on, everything, a lot of things happen. You know, things happen through life. And I don't want to go into the personal details and things, but I reached a very low point recently.
I understand this, Peter. It's a matter of being faithful, present or future, marital commitment, and purity toward God. I get that. But, I mean, watching it, I think the problem is the conception of our conception of what being unfaithful would be. A more conservative Christian could have the idea that if you have lust in your mind, then you're already sinning, which is fine. But I mean, to the rest of the world, or at least here, I mean, watching porn is not being unfaithful, and especially if you're just, until you actually do some sexing with someone else, it's not that big of a deal. I don't think that what happens in your mind is a problem, actually.
Where I fell for that trap again. It was just once, but
It was just once. Yeah. That's no crying over just once.
the shame I felt.
The shame.
It was so overbearing.
Uh-huh.
I almost did something.
And here we go. This part I don't believe for a second.
I almost did something very serious. If I can like it to Judas. How Judas, what he did on the tree after what he did.
Yeah, it's totally comparable. I'm sorry, I don't believe a word you're saying right now. And Flatzoid, let's grant it to you for just a moment, for the sake of argument. If you had such an internal crisis that you were thinking of doing that, you need professional help. You don't need to go out on the internet and cry about it. You actually need professional help if that was what's on your mind. But again, I don't believe 1 second. 1 second. Based on Problems for $5 says, is it unfaithful if I have 2 tabs open, one for YouPorn and the other at Vatican.ca? I mean, depends on who you ask. With me, it would just be... With me, it would just be okay, if you ask. Icy Speak, can you go back? Says, can you go back 7 minutes? I was distracted. No, please no.
That's what I almost did.
Don't believe you. And Peter said, I hate that Basil made a good joke. We've made up. We hang out during the whole debate con, and yeah, we made an arrangement that he wouldn't antagonize the audience, and the audience wouldn't antagonize him. If he wants to take a jab, a quick joke about me, yeah, that's fine. But yeah, Basil is growing in the Yerba Mate Talks community. He's growing on everyone. He's made some really, really good jokes the past couple of streams. So, oh no, fuck me.
And then, anyway, I stood up.
No, wait, I went too far.
The shame I felt.
The shame!
It was so overbearing. I almost did something.
Mm-hmm.
I almost did something very serious. If I can like it to Judas.
Right?
How Judas, what he did on the tree after what he did. That's what I almost
Yeah, the difference is Judas got someone killed.
did.
I mean, you just you just killed a bunch of sperm, but those are pretty much limitless for cats. So
And and all I saw was my children. And all I thought was them.
right.
What will they do if I went through with this? How will they grow up? How will they be affected?
Not going to talk about your kids. I'm going to just gloss. I know that that's what it is, Peter.
By this.
But that, I mean, I know that's what it is, but that's exactly why I don't believe him. Because no one, like, it makes no sense to me. And if it is, like I said before, if it is that, then he doesn't need to be here, or he didn't need to be on stream. He needed to go reach out for professional help, not this.
And then, anyway, I stood up. Obviously, I went and I cried and I asked God for forgiveness.
Mm-hmm.
And I let it be. And well, my wife got a dream that night because everybody knows she's not here at the moment. She's at her sister's because her mom is sick and things. And then I just confessed to her. I just told her everything.
I mean, everything. Like, dude, you jerked off. It's okay. It's not that big of a deal. And if your wife cares that much about that, I mean, then that's what you need to work on. But as many people said yesterday, that would be between you and your wife. That's it's not something to vent out or half vent out on stream while you cry, making a ass of yourself.
Obviously, she didn't take it really well. I think everybody would know that.
No, I don't know that. As I
But-
said, I've had many girlfriends, partners, etc. Like whatever you want to call it. I actually lived with one, and it wasn't a big deal. Sometimes you want to get off, but you're like, I don't know, you're tired or whatever. Uh, it's not a problem. Forgive me, Father, for I have sinned. It's been 24 hours since I polished the bishop. It's not that big of a deal, dude. In the real world, in the normal world, in the non-flat earther, wacko, crazy person world, you just rub one out and go about your day.
Don't worry, everything is still good. We still, we work through it. That's what we do. But yesterday, I just felt I needed to go on my knees and just really give it all to God.
I agree, Peter. But I don't know. There's usually excuses. Like I brought that up with Ben Thorpe in our debate, and he lost his shit. He started calling me a bigot and yada yada.
I don't think people realize that everybody has a personal life out of YouTube, out of a job, out of everything, and people all struggle with something in their lives.
Some people don't.
What I'm trying to just relay right here is, guys, don't hold things in.
That's called tantric. CK Mamacita said for $1.99, I go on my knees and give it all to you. Bro. Bro, I love you.
Let it out. Confess it.
Yes.
Let it out, and you'll
Let
be
it
free.
out.
And that's exactly what happened to me.
Uh-huh.
If I can say what happened yesterday was the most insane thing that's ever happened to me, I
Oh,
would
for
place it up
fuck's
there as that.
sake.
Yes, I've had encounters with the Holy Spirit and things before in my life, but nothing like it was yesterday.
I don't. Yeah, but it's funny because I didn't say anything. He said that he was a Catholic, and I didn't remember at the moment, and I giggled, and he's like, "Why are you laughing?" And I was like, "Yeah, no, well, Catholics." And he just went off. I didn't say much. He came pre-triggered. It was hilarious. But yeah, apparently it was Wankzoid's best masturbation session ever.
It was so intense yesterday that I... Oh, sorry guys. Why is it...
Jack Fetter from 499 says, sorry, there's not enough blood in my system to focus on two things at once. Give me 2 minutes. Oh, look at that. I didn't need 2 minutes after all. Thank you, Jack.
doing this now? Yes, I'm still staying cool. It was so intense yesterday
So intense.
that I even struggled to breathe.
Yes. I don't know if you guys know. That's what it's called, a David Carradine. And if you don't know that reference, Wikipedia him and see see why he died. Yes, David Carradine. CK Mamacita for $1.99 says, when I rub one out, it's intense too, Wankzoid.
I was broken. God healed me. I've been made a new person. It went so far that I could audibly hear God's voice.
No! No! How hard do you have to be rage wanking that you hear the voice of God? No. 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 Oh my God, no. Real Harnell for $5 says, I mean, admitting you jorked your peen once is not the most insane thing that has ever happened. Something else happened. This is bullshit narrative. I agree. And it's just insane that he he heard the word of God, guys. I don't know. To me, dude, that literally screams autoerotic asphyxiation. Just to put it out there.
I guess that's why I was so white last night in the stream, because the way I heard it was so clear.
Uh-huh.
And the message I just want to bring on this, guys: God doesn't care what you've done.
Then why are you so broken?
He cares on picking yourself up and moving forward.
Uh-huh.
He cares about you taking that seed that's sown in your life.
Yes.
And having it to grow through God.
It doesn't grow. Even if you plant it on a little pot, it doesn't. It doesn't. This is so stupid. I was going to leave it alone, Flatzoid. You brought this up. You brought this up when you brought up Ozian out of the blue, which, and let me do this for just 1 second. I would like you, if you ever review this, I would like you to tell me what the fuck did I do wrong when I am a hemisphere away from the United States I never met the dude in person, and the day that I found out what had actually happened at like 2-3 a.m., I had a Discord call with Isa, and the next day I woke up, made my mate, and made the stream that actually gave you the info to try and clap back to me over this. So I would love that to be explained to me, please. Okay? Icy Spin for $5 says, pay to win, bitch. Chirp, chirp, motherfucker. You know that we have the chirp emoji now. I love the Bugs Bunny. Yes, it's amazing. Basil says, sneak preview of Flatzoid's Wankzoid next live. I crank the hog, then ask for forgiveness. Then we'll talk about the flat map. Yeah, that's the one. Oh my. And yesterday's stream was Flat Earth is in shambles. And today, like, and we have this, like, oh boy, this is so ridiculous.
He cares so much that no matter how bad you've been or what you've done, he forgives you.
Mm-hmm.
Now, obviously, many people have done things that they think they cannot be forgiven for. That's not true. And I guess that's why we're going to...
I mean, I don't know. That is a big conundrum, you know? Because there are some things that probably shouldn't be forgiven, even if you're like the almighty God of the universe. He really needs a lawyer to make him shut the fuck up about accidentally touching himself while porn was on. Aldebaran said, Meetings Flat was caught wanking to Peruvian llama sex because a normal wank shouldn't be this devastating. Daryl for $5 Australian. Did he hear? Did the voice have elevator music in the background? It was probably the audio to the prawn you were watching. Mr. Jingles for £5. Thank you so much. With the rotation of Earth and every man waking up in the morning wood, our world is a constant Mexican wave of dicks. Mike from the Trunk Debunk Show, been a member for 3 months. I can't be alone in my curiosity of what he watched. You perps, I love you. Harno for $2. Wait, does this prove or disprove the Black Swan? Oh boy. Jack Fetter for $4.99 says, another reason to be an atheist, if I had to feel guilty for each toss, I'd still be praying for my entire junior year of high school. Oh man, you guys are the best.
to have this stream today, so people can realize no matter what you've done in your life, God will always forgive. You're not worth it, but to him you are.
Right.
You are not forgiven by anything you've done, but just because God loves you. And that's my message for everyone.
Right. But there are limits. Let's say, I mean, can you honestly tell me that God, if the mustache man repented, that God would welcome him back? There are things that are done and that's it. There is no turning back. It's like if you break a vase, you might be able to glue it together, but it will never be back in full like it was. Some things when they're broken, they're done. And that's pretty much it. But that's more of a not theological problem, a conundrum. Let's go back to the fun.
So thank you guys for listening.
You're welcome.
And that's practically all I want to say on that matter. I'm going to
Mm-hmm.
send the link to everybody who's coming, and then we can go through some scriptures and have a discussion. But yeah, appreciate you all. You guys are awesome. Thank you guys. Please just hit the likes and share the show. Ooh, why is it not coming?
Why would anyone share this? You're just making Flat Earth look terrible. I'll just say it like that.
Popping up. Okay.
Hi, Craig. What did he say? I hope he was talking good about me. Oh my, CK, no, I can't show that on screen, but yes, it's protein.
So I will wait for someone to come in.
Oh,
and then we can have a discussion and things. But yeah, I just thought I had to share that. Hey, PJ,
Okay.
what's up?
So now the derplings come on. So we started with some allusions to self-harm, crying. No, you don't have to apologize. It caught me off guard. And, the mamacita is also very confusing to me because you're my bro. But mamacita is it triggers, it stirs up some stuff. So the derplings come on, right? And now they ramble on about how much money PJ makes on Rumble or whatever. And wait, Harnold says, did he just admit it's all horseshit by calling this a show? That was some Arwen ass shit. Maybe, what you call it? A Freudian slip, sorry, a faux pas. So they're wondering why people, why they don't make any money. So we have Roger Letwell, we have PJ, and we have Flatzoid, and I don't know who the one in the middle. Peter says that Katie pointed out Flatzoid has a Jehovah's Witness background. If you're familiar with them, they're very, very, they're very plausible because this level of shame over this stuff. The thing I know about the JWs is, no, I think I might be confused. Oh my God. The thing I know is that they don't lie and they don't celebrate birthdays. I didn't know they were like that repressed. CK for $1.99 says, I love a good protein shot after my workout. I love you guys. Okay, so it's Roger Letwell, who doesn't even have 500 subs, Flatzoid, who has 8 live viewers, and PJ, who speaks with a potato in his mouth. And they're wondering why they make no money. So PJ is showing now his Rumble account and how he's made only $700 since he started on Rumble. I don't know how long. But yeah, so they go through that, and then they go into doing a review of this crazy lady, because apparently this crazy lady is a crazy Christian without like no self-awareness of them, yada yada. So I don't know. It's such a weird thing to go about. Like, Flatzoid, you are just so dumb. Oh my, we have 69. I see it here on StreamYard. We have 69 viewers right now. Let's go. So I have one more thing to show. And it is, there's one. Because as we all know, there are many ways to, there are many types of abuse, right? So what he said about Voldemort was valid. He did try to do that, but then we also have this kind of abuse.
Looking back on it, but the way it was described was like they were going through the portals or the gates that Enoch is talking about.
Yeah.
And the sun was like literally setting through one portal and like teleporting. So I think I had that totally messed up, but that's where I first came to it. Just literally just looking at the sun and the moon, reading the Bible.
Yeah, that's another way of abuse. And fortunately, because this community is so freaking amazing, I do have the translation of what the fuck he said right now. So he said, no. What the hell is going on? What the fuck? Stop doing this. Stop doing this shit. I don't give a fuck anymore. And I mean, we can't really know if he was talking to his kids or his dog or whatever. But remember when he said that he used to have a problem with anger? Yeah, but you still have that problem. It didn't go away. Like, look at you, how you exploded out of the blue over, like, we couldn't even hear it on stream. And you didn't mute yourself and so on. So, yeah. And again, Flatzoid, I'm going to reiterate. I would love you to answer the question: how am I in the wrong with what happened with Ocean? Because if you go watch the video that I made on my MXXXD channel, even one of his sons sided with me and showed some messages of support and so on. So if even his son said that it was sucky that he did that, and the way that he took the channel from me, and how I lost all my work of the last year and a half and so on. Like, even when his own son is siding with me, can you tell me what the fuck did I do wrong in your eyes? I don't think you can, because I did nothing wrong. The moment I found out, I spoke with Isa at like 3 a.m. The other day in the morning, I spoke with Dr. J, and then I made that stream where you found out because I said so. And you also have to remember that I could have been so ashamed that I could have just started my own channel and said nothing, but I couldn't. I couldn't do that. I felt that I had to let everyone know what happened. And was it shameful for me? Yeah, I fell for someone lying to me since the moment that we first started like speaking. I made money for someone who did something horrible, and all of those things. Was it shameful? Yeah. Did I cry about it on stream? No. I dealt with outside of the stream and didn't bring it onto the internet, because that's not what you do. You solve your problems in private. There are some things that have to be made public. For example, I thought that everyone should know what had happened. It wasn't out of spite. It wasn't out of spite. It was just something that I thought the community needed to know. And that's about it. And went about doing my own thing. So please explain to me where I'm wrong. Arnold for $2 says, go tell 24 of your friends to subscribe. Yes, we're almost there. And
I still don't have a freaking 1,000 subscribers.
Yeah. Thank you so much for that, Arwen. in the studio. And well, that's pretty much what I had planned for today. Short and sweet. Peter says, by the way, great shirt. I love it. Yes, it has Bugs Bunnies all around. Love it. And well, I don't have. Oh, wait, hold on. Icy Spin sent me. Oh, yes. Let's go. Hold on. Oh my God. This is hilarious. Hold on. I'm going Oh my God. Wait. Where is it? What's the name of the clip? Where have I? Yes, there we go. Sorry.
So which one? I think I had that name messed up, but that's where I first came. Just literally.
Thank you for that, Icy Spin. Megan says, great show. Thank you, Max. Thank you. And you see, Flatzoid, when you go up against the best, you fail like the rest. And you flailed so hard that you couldn't take a joke and try to clap back at me, and you failed. You failed. And now there's this video. And you can try and have it taken down. Bring it on, bitch. Right. Before we go, make sure to do the social thingies, like, share, subscribe, send this to a friend, send this to your significant other, go to the corner, yes, the corner of your street, and just subscribe to Yerba Mate Talks. We are so close from the 1,000 subs. I can already feel it. Love you all. Thank you, everyone over there, for putting up with me. I love you more than you can possibly imagine. We'll catch you on the next one. Tomorrow's Tuesday night, so probably won't do anything unless something drastic happens. But I'll redirect you all to FTFE, who's live. Thank you so much. Take care. Have a great night.